Evening, folks. February the 2nd, I believe, 2023. In the shop here, just playing around, getting slowly organized. Here's my wood piles. This is a tube motor, or it's to an awning, which actually it is a Carefree model, 120 volt. Alright, so I'm going to put you on pause real quick. It's a Carefree Mirage. It's a 120 volt activated motor, not a 12 volt system. A bit about it here. There's the motor for the awning, and then here's the red, right, and white, black, and green. Green is ground. Red and black are your 120 in, and then white. Alright, but what it does, it takes the white and black wire coming in white neutral and black 120 volts, or 110 they're saying here. But what it does is it reverses it. It's a reversible AC motor. Okay, so right there with the same color of wires we were talking about. So we could do it two ways, right? We're going to actually apply voltage to it, and we're going to use an ohm meter. All right. So we'll do the ohm meter first. So white to red is one direction. Black to white is another direction. So, and then of course green is ground. All right. But in your 120 system, 1520 amps, you have black is power, white is neutral, and green is ground. So I'm going to activate the motor, but right now we're going to test it with ohms. Okay, that's why most of y'all are going to do it out there. I was trying to do a amp draw check to see if the awning 18-foot system was binding, and the amp draw was coming up because something took the controller out, which is like $1,400. Anyway, it is, and unfortunately the system wasn't even bypassed. It had remote switch and all this, you know, real neat, 433 megahertz, a little remote like you use the key fob for your car. Didn't even have a backup switch in and out, so I'm gonna wire that in this time for these people. It's on I think a 2009 Monaco Camelot. But basically, it's not the RV we're worrying about. It's the Carefree, Colorado of Carefree. All right, so here we go. Put you on pause. Well, here, we got the multimeter leads. We got a 1 infinity reading, right? We can turn the backlight on. All right, and then the multimeter, of course, it's open. Between here and here is open. So if we touch the leads together, I know some of you, all right, I'll take about a half ohm of whatever I'm reading off of it. All right, so let me put you on pause. All right, so basically I went and got my alligator positive red lead so it can hold that lead right there. All right. Red multimeter lead from volt, ohm, upside down horseshoe, milliamp scale. We're on the 200 ohm scale. See, upside down horseshoe, upside down horseshoe. Then we're going to go to the white wire because that's the neutral. We got about 10 ohms. Why do I say about 10? Because I'm going to put the lead together. I got 0.6. So go back to the white. See, we got about 10 ohms. So subtract the 0.6 from the leads. Now, put you on pause. We're going to test the black to the white. And this is what I found. Okay. The red multimeter lead with the built-in alligator on it. You can make these yourself. Troubleshooting easier. I'll take the black lead, touch it to the white, and folks, we have an open circuit. Let's make sure that the meter leads are good. There you go. All right, now I'm gonna test, make sure that the red and the black lead aren't shorted inside the windings. I'm gonna make sure it's not short at the ground. We have an open. Now what we're gonna do is that 1 means that's just too much resistance to measure. So I'm going to go straight to 2 million ohms. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. We have a true open, folks. All right, so that's telling me that the motor will go in one direction, won't go in the opposite. All right, so let's try the voltage test. I would say don't do this unless you got some switches wired and all, but I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, folks, we're plugged in right there. Got an extension cord that I cut the ends off of. I hooked black to black power, white neutral, and the motor's not moving. All right, so now what we'll do, we'll use the red. But remember, black to white gave us an open. Now we're using live voltage. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take and plug it in. It's directly connected. Now I took the black wire coming out of the extension cord, which is power. The red, that means it turns the opposite way. Let's see that. Turned out ohmic value of 10. And it is working. Okay. Yes, that's your 110. And I was doing an amp draw check on this, so let me see what's going on. So it doesn't matter if we're on the neutral or the black wire. We're drawing about 1.85 amps. Okay. Now, remember what I told you, mechanical